हाय हेलो एवरीवन। मेरा प्यारा बच्चा लोग, मेरा प्यारा वैरियर्स, कैसे हैं सब बढ़िया है ना? सो whoever is seeing me for the very first time, this is your Ameer Bhaiya, physics educator at an academy. And jaldi se jaldi फटाफट give me an amazing thumbs up in the chat box if you all can see me and hear me. jaldi se. And do also let me know that how much you all are excited for this formula MENTI quiz. Hi Palak. Good evening. Good evening. Palak is here, right? Let's see how everyone is gonna do in today's MENTI class, right? Hi Arpan. Hi Miara. Yes, Sugamana, Devika. And where is the Josh and where is the energy in the classroom? I want that complete Josh in the classroom with that that Josh you do remember, right? When various used to come, there will be so many people and everyone will be like, sir, let's start the session. That all energy I want. Arpan, Miara, so I hope everyone is doing good, and I know that most of you are waiting for the weekends, but a small suggestion, don't just have fun during this weekend, try to learn and learn a lot also. Anyway, whoever is seeing me for the very first time, a brief introduction about myself I can give you. I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching JEE, NEET and board student. I'm a beta graduate from NIT Calicut in mechanical engineering. I taught and mentored many students and they are doing so happy in their life. This is all about me. And this is a code. Jaldi se jaldi, fatafat, everyone start joining the Menti. The code is 83188160. Okay, it's not a there won't be any numerical questions. It is just a Menti based on the formulas from the chapter of 1 dimension, 2 dimensions, and work per energy. Right? So it will help you revise all the formulas. That's it. Right? So I hope most of you have joined. Whoever can see this code, fine. And meanwhile, just before you join, I'll just give you a brief introduction about this Unacademy platform. Okay. Looking into the schedule, you can see that at 8 p.m. we have the complete revision, not formula revision, the complete revision of the chapter Laws of Motion. Today at 8 p.m. there will be conceptual discussion and it will be a Menti session also. Lagbhag it will take at least 4 hours, I think, or more than 4 hours. The class will be keeping on going until we complete the chapter, and if I'm healthy enough also, we'll be continuing the chapter till maybe, I have no idea till what time it will extend, but I think it will be at least for 3 hours or 4 hours, right? Okay. Fine, then you know that so many amazing educators are already there in Unacademy Class 11th and 12th YouTube channel. And I know that you don't want to miss any of the live classes happening from these teachers. What you all have to do, come and join this Telegram channel. Whenever a live class happens from any of the educators in this channel, you will be getting the updates from there, right? So don't miss out. Jaldi se jaldi everyone aa jaiye. Don't you think this is the right time for everyone to start learning? And if you start learning right now, okay, your entire syllabus will be completed before the first term examination and for JEE and NEET exam. And there is an amazing way for every one of you to start learning with Unacademy for free, because scholarship test is going to happen on 3rd of October at 1 p.m. If you're going to get a very good amazing score, you can get so many scholarship worth so much of rupees, and more than that, you can start learning with Unacademy for free. I think it'll be an amazing thing. And they'll be asking you for a code whenever you are enrolling. The code that you have to use whenever you enroll is AMB10. So use this code and get enrolled into the scholarship test. Then regarding this Unacademy subscription features, I'll just take 2 minutes, and after that we'll start our Menti. Okay? And let's see why Unacademy subscription is so important. You know that everything is available for free in the YouTube, है ना? हाँ, everything is available. Then why we have to make an Unacademy subscription? I'll just tell you. You know that educators in the Unacademy platform will be teaching you with a proper schedule targeting JEE exam, NEET exam, and the board examination. So whenever we teach something, we'll keep in mind that all the topics are taken in order. And whenever things are in order, it will be so amazing for you to track or to keep track of all the topics that we have completed. Which means the entire process of learning will be super simple once you be a part of Unacademy subscription. And more than that, once everything becomes simple, you can learn more and more, and you can score very good mark in all the examinations you appear without much challenges, right? With a happy smile, you can start learning with Unacademy. Then top educators of the country are already there with Unacademy who's having an amazing experience in the field of teaching. So those teachers, when they tell you, right, these are the topics to be learned, okay, you just need to learn that particular topic because they'll be having a very great idea how the exam pattern is going to be and what are the kind of questions you should be expecting for all these kind of examinations. So that will be a very good guidance you can get from these amazing educators of the country. Then study materials will be given to you so that you don't have to roam around looking for books from where you have to learn. Practice test and live test series will make you super confident and will bring out the best from every one of you. And for all these amazing features to enjoy, you should be going for the plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, it will cost you 1,250 per month. And if you need, I know that everyone needs discount, right? Yes. What is the code? Yes, the code that you have to use to get 10% of discount is AMB10. Don't forget this. Okay. Then, regarding the iconic subscription. I know that many of the students are like, sir, we want more features when we learn with Unacademy. For those students, iconic subscription is the best because you will be given a personal mentor. Matlab, a person will be assigned to you to help you to make your schedule, how to study, what to study, which means in your academic activities, that person will be there to push you all the time till you reach your success point. Then live doubt solving classes will be there. Then weekly reports will be given to you. For all these amazing features of iconic subscription, for 12-month subscription, it will cost you how much? 2,333. And I know that what you all are asking, sir, हमको चाहिए discount. तो ले ले discount. The discount code for 10% is AMB10. Use this and get 10% of discount. Bas. And now, let me tell you, before 4th October, if you make the subscription, you will be getting extra 4 months free. This is the best opportunity. Make use of it, right? And grab all the discount and don't forget to use my code of AMB10 also while you make the subscription, right? Fine. Now, it's time for Menti. Everyone, fatafat, jaldi se go to www.menti.com and use a code 83188160. Hi Sophia, hi Arpan, Dev, Priyu. Tell me who have joined Menti. Jaldi se bataiye how many of you have joined. Hands up in the class. Voice is very low. Students, is there an issue with the voice? Can you please confirm? Join Miara, Ria, done. Done. Can you please confirm? Is there any voice with my join there? Very good. Palak joined. So I think I should be moving to the Menti slide, right? So I will be moving to the Menti slide. Hamara Menti slide ka hai. Yes. Everyone go for it. The Menti slide is here. You can see there are 15 questions. Matlab 15 questions from the part of formulas. No problem, right Palak? So I think whoever have told me that there is some issue with the voice. Okay, thoda volume upar kar le, right? So how many of you have joined, and please let me know what are your emojis. I can see here watermelon is there, a lion is there, burger is there. Then kya hai? Ek train, volcano, yo-yo sign. You are that idiot cat. Idiot cat. ठीक है, some machli have joined right now. Shall I start the Menti area? Okay, we'll wait for 10 more seconds last. Whoever has to join, let them join. Right, last 10 seconds for every one of you to start joining Menti. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Shuru kare. ठीक है? Let's move for the very first question. Everyone be ready with your pen and paper. And try to avoid simple, silly, chotu mistakes. Distance traveled by the particle in nth second. There is nothing for me to explain even after the quiz, right? So it is just a basic formula which you have to be giving me the answer. Okay, it is u plus 2a n minus half, u plus 2a n by 2 minus 1. Which one it is? Which one it is? Arey. How can you make a mistake in this? Isn't it u plus a into n minus half? The distance traveled in the nth second. Matlab, let's say if you are talking about the distance traveled in the 5th second, the formula is u, initial velocity, a is the acceleration, n means the number of second which we are talking about. If you are talking about the 5th second, we'll put n is equal to 5. Yaad hai na ye? How many of you do remember? Now I think there is no point in looking into the leaderboard abhi, because everyone has given me the wrong answer. कोई बात नहीं. अगले क्वेश्चन के लिए. So try to avoid silly mistakes. ठीक है. अमीर भैयाज आर्मी लेजेंड. ठीक है, ये कौन है? आर्मी भी है, लेजेंड भी है, everyone is here, right? Okay. So avoid careless mistake. Let's see how many of you are gonna give me the correct answer this time. Second question. शुरू करें. बोल दे हाँ सर बिल्कुल, क्यों नहीं, शुरू कर दे आप. Equation for average velocity if the motion is done in equal intervals of distance. In equal intervals of distance, if we are making a motion, what is the formula for average velocity? I know that many of you thought that okay, it will be a very simple session. You just want to look into the formulas and mark it. But now you understood how many difficult formulas are there in all these chapters. समझ में आ रहा है अभी? Time is up. And very good. This time very good. Amazing. बढ़िया बात है. So what is the formula? V average is equal to n divided by n means the number of intervals by 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3. V1, V2, V3s are velocities in each intervals of time. Is there any need for me to explain? These are direct formulas. है ना? Okay. Then moving on. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Leaderboard पे हमारा साथ. So I think it's Dev. I think Dev was a person who got who was on the top last time also. है ना Dev? Very good. So Dev on the top. Very good Dev. Ameer Bhaiya's army legend. On the second we have Arpan Kumar. We have Myara, Ayush, Kal. Very good. बढ़िया. Amazing. Keep it up. Next. मजा आ रहा है? How to participate in this please tell. रितेश क्या करना है आप लोगों को? www.menti पे जाइए. ठीक है? And the code, can you see this code Ritesh? On the top it is visible, right? 83188160. So ये code use कर ले. बस और कुछ नहीं करना चाहिए. Simple MENTI quiz is happening here, which means we are just trying to revise all the formulas. बस. On the second, yeah, I know, I can easily guess. Yes, ठीक है. So I'll give 5 seconds or let's say 10 seconds for anyone to join. जल्दी से आ जाइए आप सब लोग. Waiting for everyone. ठीक है. So shall we start? Let us move for the next question. And please be careful. Try to avoid careless mistakes. शुरू. Yes, Palak. Okay, here we go. अगला question. Third question or third formula. बस. Displacement time graph for the uniformly accelerated motion. ठीक है. These are also something we learn along with the theory part, right? So that's why I have added these kind of questions also in formula MENTI. Which one is it? It is a displacement time graph and you have to go for the one with uniformly accelerated motion. That's what you have to do. 3, 2, 1 and yes, time is up. How many of you got it correct? Very good. 4 students. कोई बात नहीं, देख ले. I'll explain. Now, this is not a direct formula, so it is my responsibility to explain. Okay, so anyway, we'll use the black. So, can you see this? This is the displacement time graph. Who can tell me what is the slope of a displacement time graph will be giving you? Slope of displacement time graph. It is velocity. Yes or no? Slope is given by velocity, which means if you look into the slope of a displacement time graph, it will give you what? Velocity. Now, what kind of a motion we want? We want uniformly accelerated motion. Matlab, if there is an acceleration, there should be an increase in its velocity. Hai ya nahi? Yes, there should be an increase in its velocity. So, how can I show an increase of velocity in this displacement time graph? Bol de. Velocity is being shown by slope. So if you want to be showing a motion with increasing velocity, the slope should be increasing constantly. So how will I draw the graph? Dekh le. If I draw the graph like this, is the slope increasing? If the slope is increasing, velocity will be increasing, which can produce a uniformly accelerated motion. Is it increasing? Dekh le. Now, at this point, what is the slope? How will you find the slope? I hope everyone knows. Draw a tangent and find the angle it makes, theta 1. And if we proceed, let me find the slope here. How will you find the slope? Draw a tangent, find the angle it makes. It is obvious that theta 2 here is greater than theta 1. If angle is increasing, matlab slope is increasing, matlab velocity is increasing, which will produce a uniformly accelerated motion. समझ में आ गया? सबको समझ में आ गया? Kunal, you're right. ठीक है. So let's see how many of you got this particular question correct. देखेगा हम, है ना? Leaderboard पे we have Dev, Myara, Sophia, Centipede. These are the 4 people who gave me the correct answer. And after this time, very good, Dev on the very first position. Then we have Myara on the second. Ameer Bhaiya's Army Legend, ठीक है, on the third, right? Then Arpan, Ayush, Sophia, Centipede, Carl, Devu and Preeti. Very good, बढ़िया, बढ़िया, बढ़िया. ठीक है. Now, I know that everyone is telling, sir, agla question. But if anyone new who want to join MENTI, is anyone there who want to join MENTI? क्या करना है? Those who don't know how to join MENTI, go to www.menti.com पे जाइए and the code that you have to use is 83188160. So you all have 10 more seconds to join. After 10 seconds, we'll be starting with the very 4th question. And everyone, even if you start now, has a chance to be on top of the MENTI. है ना? Abhi, I am from Rajasthan, Palak, which means you are from other place. Shuru, shall we start? ठीक है. So here we go for the very 4th question. Equation for the path of horizontal projectile motion. Once again, it is a horizontal projectile motion, not the projectile motion from the ground. It is for the horizontal projectile motion. Okay, I don't want to cover. I know that what everyone will be telling, sir, हटिए इधर से. Akul, okay, you can join the MENTI by going to www.menti.com and the code they will be asking, it is 83188160. Where am I? I am from Kerala. I hope you can understand from the Hindi I am speaking, right? Very good, very good. 7 people got it correct. I hope you do all remember what is a horizontal projectile motion. सबको याद है ना? Horizontal projectile motion ऐसे. Now, equation for the path of projectile motion means when it moves, the x coordinate and y coordinate will be changing continuously. The equation which connect this x coordinate and y coordinate is what? The equation for the path of projectile motion. Formula, y is equal to half g x square by u square. So if you think that you don't remember this formula, it simply means you have a lot more to learn from this particular chapter. Okay, so take care of that. अगला question. अरे जाइए भाई. हाँ, ठीक है. And leaderboard after 4 question, Dev is continuously giving the correct answer. ठीक है, ये तो बढ़िया बात है देव. Dev is on the first. Ayush second पे आ गया. Akul तो third पे आ गया. Myara, and Myara was on the second, so she came down and 2 people went up. And Ameer Bhaiya's Army Legend also have come down. Arpan, we have Akshay, Sophia, Ritesh, Sumaya. Very good, very good, very good. ठीक है, बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया. So, anyone new who want to join Menti before the next question? The code is 83188160. ठीक है. अगला question. Ready? Steady. Here we go. अगले question. Equation for the maximum range. When range is maximum, what is the value for it? How will you find out the maximum value for the range? Formula for that. It's not a big deal. And if you don't remember this particular equation also, let me tell you, you have to learn this chapter. These all are very basic parts from this particular chapter. Jaldi fatafat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and please everyone mark your answers. Don't think that your answer is going to be wrong or you don't have to feel bad for that. Whatever it is, it's fine. Very good, but yeah, 6 people got it correct. How can someone make mistake in this? I'll explain you. Dekh. We know that the formula for range is u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Question is, what is the formula for the maximum range? है ना? Range will be maximum when the sine 2 theta has the maximum value. What is the maximum value possible for sine 2 theta? It is 1. है ना? So, substituting sine 2 theta is equal to 1, we will get maximum range. So, our max is u square into 1 divided by g. So, ये क्या हो गया? U square by g, which is the first option. है ना? और क्या सर, बिल्कुल समझ तो आ गया, आना ही चाहिए, है ना? And leaderboard पे ठीक है. Let me see if anyone can beat Dev this time, because Dev is continuously giving the correct answer and telling all of us that you have completely learned the chapter of 1 dimension, 2 dimension, work power energy here, and Akul is just below him. Okay, everyone is there. Ameer Bhaiya's army legend is also, I think it is Palak. Then Ayush, Akshay, Ritesh, Myara, Arpan, Biswa, Sophia. Anyone can be on the top. Even if someone is not there in this leaderboard also can come on the top, but you just have to give on the hard work, because in last 2 mentees there were people who was here in the beginning and they kept on working hard and fighting hard, and that person was on the top of the leaderboard last time. I was so happy. So let's see, is there any such hardworking people gonna be in today's class, है ना? So right now it is Dev on the top, and yes, बोल दो everyone, बोल दो ना जरा. Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Ready. Sixth question. Okay, so I'm gonna press the enter key. Okay, so I pressed. Back Kunal. ठीक है, let's see. If theta 1 and theta 2 are the angle of projection to have the same range for a given value of initial velocity, relationship between them. You know that for 2 angles we'll be having the same value for range, isn't it? What is the relationship between those angles? Very simple, very simple. Those who have just learned that particular chapter itself will be giving me the answer. Time is up. Very good. 90 minus theta 1, isn't it? If one of the angle, take le, we are getting a value of range r for an angle of theta, you will be getting the same value of range when you use an angle of 90 minus theta. For these 2 angles, if you throw a particular body with the same initial velocity, the range is going to be the same. Which means what should be their relationship? Theta 2 should be equal to 90 minus theta 1. Theta 90 minus theta. Theta 2 90 minus theta 1. Bas. Not a big deal, है ना? And let's see. After the first, how many questions are done? Just update me. बच्चा लोग. मेरा बच्चा लोग, how many questions are done? 6 or 7? Wow. Palak is making a very good hike this time, and still Dev is on the top with a very good lead. Dev, wow, wow. So you are having a safe play, right, Dev? Then we have Bhaiya's Ameer Army Legend is there, Ayush is there, Akul, Myara, Sophie, Akshay, Karl, Ritesh, and Preeti. Badhiya, badhiya, badhiya. देव वाइट मार्कर तो यूज करना है, लेकिन लेकिन वाइट तो आ रहा है, वाइट नहीं है. व्हाट अबाउट ग्रीन? ग्रीन इज फाइन. ग्रीन तो अच्छा है ना? हाउ इज ग्रीन? ग्रीन तो अच्छा है. व्हाट डू यू से? ग्रीन तो अच्छा है. 6 questions are done. ठीक है. I think there is so much of lag because I asked. Green is fine, right? ग्रीन भी अच्छा नहीं? अरे ग्रीन इज ग्रीन. हरा भरा हमारा धरती. अरे देयर इज समथिंग लाइक दैट इन हिंदी है ना. अरे रियली वांट टू लर्न पक्का दैट हिंदी इन इट्स प्रॉपर स्लैंग. पता नहीं, आई एम ट्राइंग माय बेस्ट बट नहीं हो रहा है. वो वाला हिंदी है ना, वो विद सम कूल एटीट्यूड, वो वाला हिंदी नहीं आ रहा है मुझे. So anyway, मैं तो ऐसे ही लड़ाएगा, ऐसे ही लड़ेगा. And let's see, one day I'm gonna talk Hindi so fluently. Anyway, ठीक है. 7th question is here. 7th question पे क्या है? Okay. Equation for velocity at any time for a particle which is projected from the ground, not horizontal projectile motion from the ground with velocity u and angle theta. What is the equation to find out the velocity at any point of time? Jaldi se. I hope you all can see the. Jaldi, go for it. Fatafat. Time is up. 3. Arre. I hope you don't remember. It was a very simple concept actually. Okay, let's use blue this time. A particle is projected from the ground like this, है ना? With some initial velocity u, making an angle of theta. And I hope you do remember, we took the components u cos theta and this was u sin theta. Question is, when the particle reaches here, what is its velocity? And we express the velocity in terms of two component itself, x component and y component. What will be the x component? We have learned all these things. Yes, x component of velocity remains the same because there is no acceleration in that direction. So wherever we go, x component of velocity will be u cos theta. And what about y component? We have to use a formula of u plus at. We'll be using this one-dimensional equation along the direction of y to find the velocity. What is the formula? V is equal to u. What is the initial velocity in the y direction? U sin theta. है ना? What is acceleration? Minus g t. So you have Vx and Vy. So net value of velocity, two components perpendicular, root of Vx square plus Vy square. Actually, I have done a derivation here. It was a formula MENTI quiz, right, which you are supposed to come into the classroom by harding all the formulas. Actually, I am explaining a derivation of how that formula came. Anyway, I hope this is fine. Understood? Right? And let me tell you, if you don't remember all these formulas, one simple thing I can tell you is this chapter is not clear to you. ठीक है, एक और बार रिवाइज कर ले before the examination comes. जल्दी से फटाफट. And leaderboard पे हमारा साथ. Hi Danish Khan. Biceps. मुझे नहीं है. Dev still on the top. Very good, Dev. Then Palak, Ayush, Akul, Myara, Sophia, Akshay, Karl, Ritesh, Preeti. Good. Is anyone going to make a very huge jump? Let me know. है ना? 8th question is here. And for the shortest time required to cross a river, where VW is velocity of water, VM is velocity of man, and W the width of the river. How to find out the shortest time required to cross the river? Ka formula. Time. Again, that is also a formula we have derived. Simple, 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 simple. Chotu baat hai. Kar le. Try to give me the correct answer this time. 4, 3, 2, and yes, time is up. What was the formula? 11 students at least got this time. Good, very good, very good. Badhiya, badhiya, badhiya. I'll just give a brief idea. Okay, I'm not going to derive anything, but I'll just tell you how it is. Dekh le. These are two banks of the river, where this is the width of the river. For crossing the river in shortest time, in which direction the person has to swim? In the perpendicular direction. And this is velocity of the man, right? And there will be a velocity of the river also. But for finding out the time here, time ka formula, displacement by velocity. What the displacement the person has to make in this direction? W. And what is the velocity in that direction? Velocity of man. I'm not explaining the derivation. I'm just trying to remind you all these things. Bas. And 8 questions के बाद let's see हमारा हाँ Dev, very good, perpendicular. Sachin, how to attend Menti? Go to www.menti.com and the code is 83188160. Use कर ले. And oh my god, Dev is making a very good lead. But who is ready to take down Dev? Anyone here? Okay, with that mentality of what say? That championship mentality or various wala mentality. Somehow I'm going to fight and get on the top. Anyone can try. Then we have Palak, Ayush, Akul, Karl, Ritesh, Miara, Arpan, Preeti and Sophia. Mohit, Miara, Priyu, everyone. अरे बायोलॉजी का मेंटी कब होगा? मुझसे क्यों पूछ रहे हैं भाई? मुझे कैसे पता? अरे यार. Okay, 9th question. Anyone want to join Menti? जल्दी join कर ले. Menti का code you can see 83188160. Okay. Good, 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 good. हाँ देव तो अच्छा कर रहा है. I want every one of you to do good. And it's not a big deal, right? Work done. So we have reached the very final chapter, work energy theorem. Let me see how many of you do remember this particular formula. Work done by spring force when it is extended by x from equilibrium. Work, this is plus half kx square, this is minus half kx square, okay, minus kx square and 2 by 3 kx square. Which option? कौन दे देगा उत्तर? अरे 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 माइनस था ना वर्क डन, भूल गया. I know that many of you do remember half kx square part, but that you are confused whether it is plus half or minus half. I'll tell you a small way so that you can remember this. देख ले. Now, this is our spring, right? If you extend this particular spring by some length, what is the direction of the spring force, the restoring force? It will be acting towards this direction, है ना? And then what is the direction of displacement of the body? The body is getting displaced towards right. So force and displacement are in the opposite direction. So obviously the work done will be what? Negative. So you can think of all these concepts if you are meeting with some confusions like whether it is a plus half or minus half. ठीक है? Understood? बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया. देख ले लीडर बोर्ड पे क्या है. हमारा लीडर बोर्ड पे क्या है. लीडर बोर्ड says okay, so Dev is on the top, then Palak is there, Miara is there. Others, don't you want to make a change and be on top of the leaderboard? नहीं आना है क्या? जल्दी से आ जाइए सब. Very good till here. So the 10th question शुरू करें, है ना? बोल दे और क्या सर जल्दी. Okay, this is another simple सा छोटू सा मोटू सा relationship between conservative force and potential energy. I hope everyone knows what is integral f dot dx. Update me what is integral f dot dx in the chat box. Hi Ashi, good evening. Update me what is integral f dot dx. जल्दी से फटाफट. Can anyone tell me? हाँ. Very good, very good, very good. So if it is a conservative force, देख ले. If it is a conservative force, integral of f dot dx is what? Integral of f dot dx is the work done. I hope you do remember. Why integration? Whenever the force is found to be variable, we use the concept of integration there for finding out the work done. याद है ना? So work done is integral f dot dx. Work done by which force? By conservative force, CF. Conservative force is equal to negative change in potential energy. है ना? Negative. This is change in potential energy. Those who don't know, change in potential energy. This is one of the important rule from the chapter of work per energy. भूलिए मत, don't forget it. Note it down. Those who forgot or those who are not aware of this particular equation from the chapter. ठीक है, जल्दी से. अगला क्वेश्चन. अरे leaderboard देखना है ना? Is there any major difference in leaderboard or is it's the same? Almost it's the same. Here and there I can see who has Arpan has came up. Very good Arpan. So Dev on the top, Palak, then Ayush, Myara, Arpan, Akul, Kal, Akshay, Ritesh and Preeti. Good, good, good. Keep it up. अगले क्वेश्चन 11th क्वेश्चन. मेरा मेंटी बुरा है. Both options were same. No, there was one option with is it? Okay, anyway I'll check with it. ठीक है. I'm really sorry if the options were same. I don't think so. But anyway, options तो same है. अरे बाप रे, मेरा गलती हो गया. ठीक है, everyone is selling. अरे ठीक है, अरे मेरा गलती हो गया. ठीक है, माफ कर दो अमीर भैया को. इस बार अमीर भैया को माफ कर दे. ओके, मेरा कंटेंट पर्सन इधर उधर थोड़ा थोड़ा छोटू मोटू तो होता रहता है. ओके, आई एम रियली सॉरी. एनीवे, आई होप यू गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट. एरिया अंडर फोर्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट ग्राफ. इट्स वेलोसिटी, acceleration, work done or momentum. You have 20 seconds more to just tell me what the area under displacement time graph is. Force displacement graph is not displacement time graph. Force displacement time. Last 10, 9, jaldi, jaldi. 5, everyone, mark your answers. 4, 3, 2, हो गया time. बढ़िया बढ़िया, ये तो बिल्कुल बढ़िया. आई एम रियली हैप्पी. बहुत बढ़िया. Good work, keep it up. Those who need a small help on how this is work done, देख ले. This is force, let's say this is a displacement graph. Let's say the graph is parallel to the displacement axis or the x-axis. How will you find out this area? This is a rectangle, right? How will you find out this area? Rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Area you find out by length into breadth. What is there on the length? Displacement. And what is on the breadth? You have force. And what is force into displacement? Force into displacement is what? Work done. So if you find the area, that is going to give you the work done. Okay, all these are very important concepts, because you will find it the usage of all these things in many of the questions. ठीक है, याद कर ले. And हमारा leaderboard. Thank you Vikas. And on the top we have Dev. Very good. Ameer Bhaiya's army legend on the second. Look at the difference between the first and the second. So keep on doing, everyone keep on working. I want everyone to come up. क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग? हाँ, इतना simple मेंटी जिंदगी में कभी नहीं मिलेगा आप लोगों को, है ना? I'm just asking you the direct formulas from the NCERT books. That's it. Ayush, Myara, Karl, Ritesh, Akshay, Abhinav, Arpan, and Kunal. Good, good, good. And at least it's okay. I'm not bothered about how much where your point is or how much you are getting in the leaderboard. Obviously, it is important. But after coming to the class, whatever are the formulas we have discussed, make sure that you're not going to forget it, right? And that formula should be there inside your mind. And whenever a question, a numerical question is asked from that particular part, make sure you'll be using this formula and you'll be getting the answer for it. Okay? So that's the spirit of various should be. I know that you all are going to do it. So anyone want to join Menti? Last 3 questions you have, and I'll give you 10 seconds to join Menti. For joining, www.menti.com. हाँ, code 83188160. बस, shall we? शुरू? और क्या सर, बिल्कुल कर ले आप. इसको इंतजार कर रहा है. Conditions to be satisfied for a particle to be in stable equilibrium. For equilibrium, force is equal to 0, right? And for the equilibrium to be stable equilibrium, we have learned, whoever was there in my class while we were learning work energy theorem and work for energy chapter, we have covered all these topics. And I think nobody can tell me, sir, you haven't thought this. Time is up. Okay, which one is it? Du by dx should be equal to 0 and d square u by dx square should be equal to positive. If these two conditions are satisfied, we can say that a given equilibrium point is a stable equilibrium point. Okay, I don't know whether the time allows us to explain the concept. If this is the potential energy displacement graph, let's say the graph is like this. What is this point? This is the point of stable equilibrium. Why we call it as stable equilibrium? Let's say you have some ball here, है ना? You have some any material here. You just give it a strike to this ball. क्या हो जाएगा? This ball will be going up. And what happens? It will be coming down to the same position. And this is the reason why these kind of points are called as stable equilibrium. Even if we disturb the point from that equilibrium position, the body will be coming back to the equilibrium position. Such equilibrium are called as stable. And to identify whether a point is stable or not, what all conditions to be satisfied? Du by dx. What is du by dx? Du by dx is the slope of this graph. And at this point where it is stable equilibrium, slope should be 0. And to check whether it is stable or not, du by dx will tell whether it is an equilibrium point or not. And to know whether it is stable equilibrium, d square u by dx square should be a positive value. Okay, so make sure you do remember all these things, and those who don't remember, it's time for you to go back to the chapter of work power energy and learn this. ठीक है? ठीक है, जल्दी. And leaderboard पे, I think it was the 12th question, है ना? 3 more questions we have. Dev, very good, Dev. Score is almost 10,000 you have reached. Very good, Dev. Ayush was the person who gave the fastest answer this time. Very good, amazing, amazing. Then Ameer Bhaiya's army legend is right next to Ayush. Ritesh, Akshay, Myara, Arpan, Karl, Abhinav and Kunal. Then 13th question. Arey kar le, everyone keep on fighting. Anyone can be on the top of the leaderboard. And whether you are on the leaderboard or not, koi baat nahi. You came here, you have learned so many formulas, you understood which chapter to start learning from right now. That itself is a very big achievement. है ना? तो answer साफ नहीं दिखता है. Is there a issue like that? Are you not able to see the formulas properly? ऐसे कुछ है तो मुझे बता. I'll be explaining each and every options. ठीक है? 13th क्वेश्चन तो हम शुरू कर रहे हैं. So I'll explain. I'll just read out all the options. Who's having troubles? Anirudh, है ना? देख ले Anirudh. So instantaneous power. F dot V, mv square by t, m dot v, work by time. Equation for instantaneous power. Make sure this word is there in your mind while you choose the formula. 2, 1 and time is up. And very good, amazing. 8 students got it correct. Badhiya, badhiya. So work by time, I know that many of you have gone for work by time. Work by time is formula for what? Power itself, but this will give you average wala power. If you want the power at each moment, at each instant, it is force dot velocity. ठीक है? और क्या सर, बिल्कुल समझ तो आ गया. So last 2 questions we have. Last 2 questions is what we are having. है ना? And leaderboard पे Dev is on the top. Ayush, Ameer Basith, Army legend. Arpan, Ritesh, Akshay, Myara, Abhinav, Karl and Jashandeep Kaur. Someone new have came to the leaderboard. Very good. Yeah, I'll keep another Menti later. And there is a session at 8 p.m. for the complete revision of the chapter Loss of Motion. I hope you all are aware of it. Ridu code is there on the top. 83188160. आपको देख सकता है. ठीक है? तो yes, you'll try to keep get it back. ठीक है, try कर ले मेरा. 14th question. सर जी कहाँ पर है? मैं तो बैंगलोर पे हूँ. And value of coefficient of restitution for a particle undergoing a perfectly inelastic collision. Direct question. There is nothing for me to explain here. Perfectly inelastic collision, how many of you know what is defined as a perfectly inelastic collision? If two particles collide, ठीक है, collide करने के बाद, if they move together with a common velocity or with a same velocity, we call it as perfectly inelastic. And very good, 9 students. Very good, बढ़िया बढ़िया, amazing. अच्छा चल रहा है. I hope everyone knows the formula for E, which is coefficient of restitution. How much? V2 minus V1 by U1 minus U2. But you have to know that when two particles U1 and U2 collide each other and undergo perfectly inelastic collision, after the collision, both of them will be moving with a constant velocity or common velocity. So V2 and V1 will be the same. It will be V minus V it will become, which will give the value of coefficient of restitution as 0. ठीक है? तो याद कर ले ये. And on the leaderboard, हमारा leaderboard पे number 10 पे है कुणाल. कर ले कोशिश कर ले. You can come on the top. And Dev, Ayush, Ameer Basith, Palak, Ritesh, Myara, Arpan, Akshay, Jashandeep, Abhinav and Kunal. Very good. Got your Menti back. You went to history. Very good, Myara. And the very last question. I'll start this question once there is enough energy in the classroom. Jaldi se jaldi. Show me some amazing energy in the chat box. Fatafat, everyone. Code Mariam 83188160. Code is 83188160. लेकिन आप बहुत लेट हो गया ज्वाइन करने के लिए. Are you all ready? All. Are you all ready with full of energy? With full of vibe? Yes, Preeti. I can see the energy from Preeti with full of fire in the chat box. So if I can see two more. Okay, so yes, the 15th and the very last question. Certificate भी मिलता है क्या? Certificate भी देता है? पता नहीं. If there is such kind of a thing, I'll also start. आप लोगों को सर्टिफिकेट क्यों चाहिए, लेकिन मेरे मेंटी पे सर्टिफिकेट क्या लिखेगा मैं. So equation for velocity of a first particle after undergoing elastic collision. Two particles collide. Okay, after collision, we know that the particles will be having different velocity. What will be the velocity of a first particle if it undergoes elastic collision? Chotu sa question. Badhiya, badhiya, badhiya. 10 students got it correct. Bilkul good. What was the formula? V1, the final velocity after the collision for the first body is, if it is 1, it starts with m1 minus m2 multiplied by u1, then plus 2m2 u2 by m1 plus m2. So this was the very last question of this Menti session, and here comes the leaderboard. The very last leaderboard is what we are having, and Dev Gupta on the top. Bilkul, and with an amazing lead. Very good, Dev. Okay, so keep on learning like this, and I want every one of you. Now you might have understood which are the topics and you are lagging, है ना? Because you might have understood some of the formulas are not known to you. You made some mistakes, so go and learn that chapter. Try to do some problems and try to improve that. कर सकता है ना? अरे हो गया, क्या कर सकता है? So there we have come to an end of our Menti, and let me tell you, okay, which means देख ले. Now how many of you know that at 8 p.m. at 8 p.m. okay, we have the complete revision of which chapter? Newton's laws of motion, NLM. Okay, it will be a session for almost 3 hours or 4 hours at 8 p.m. today in the same channel here itself. You can find me. We are going to make the complete revision. Okay, so I hope everyone is going to come for that at 8 p.m. Okay, so don't forget, this is your best opportunity to make a complete revision of the chapter of Newton's laws of motion. And we'll also be having Menti also. And let me tell you, it is going to be a long session for 4 hours or more, depending upon how much we can cover. Yes, I am from South India. And thank you so much. Okay, I'll just go and have some food. I should be having enough energy if I want to go with 4 hours and all. Okay, and thank you so much for being here and making the class so awesome. And this is my new crash course, which is going to start right for the term 1 examination practice. It will start from 11th of October. Those who want to make a very good entire revision, you can come and join. You can see all these teachers will be there for the crash course program. These are the other batches, and thank you so much everyone, and all my friends who did this Menti, who tried to learn with me and who made this class so awesome. Thank you so much. You all did so good. Okay, so try to keep on learning. You all are awesome. Thank you so much. So your Ameer Bhaiya along with Unacademy is signing out right now, and don't forget to like the session if you had understood everything, and to help me motivate to make more and more sessions like this. Thank you so much. Bye everyone. See you at 8 p.m. Take care. Bye bye.